So at first, what I would really like to do is that we have to set a clear set of hierarchy on the project, and the tasks need to be appointed appropriately to each team member. We should focus more on small daily tasks. We should have group meetings every week where we would discuss our major flaws and next week's plans. Okay. What we need else is
so like a retro, right? Meeting on processes.
Yes.
Rather than, so processes flaws, not like scope and the work.
Scope. No, only processes. Yeah. And what else do we need? So I noticed
how would you work on this clear set of hierarchy on the project? What would you do exactly? Could you please elaborate a bit more?
Yes.
This is not for the AI. That's just for me. I am interested.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people are being confused as to what their set of responsibility is, and I would like the more senior levels to be more direct with the people under them. I've noticed that one of the employees was working, but all of her work was being scrapped off. Which means that she's not having clear, defined tasks in their table, and probably this is the whole mess up is being created since there's no clear goals as to where we want to achieve. We have no short-term goals or mid-term goals as to what we want to do with this project. So everybody understands that it's a great project, but we have no short-term goals or mid-term goals, which would also build an enthusiasm to the company or the employees if they're doing the small tasks into reaching a bigger goal in the future.
Got it. So more like governance for the project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. What else?
You've talked about it. Do you want to add something? Some of it, like setting goals or something?
Probably, yes. I maybe pointed it out a little bit in a daily task, but we need to set clear goals. Yes, short-term goals and mid-term goals. Goals, yes.
Do we need these goals to support like product strategy or something?
Yes, and that's exactly, because we also had the market researcher, which would be really helpful if he gave an input to these goals as well, we need to set clear goals, short-term and mid-term, and we need the market researcher to define or probably provide.
Define product strategy or
product strategy, yes. Okay. What else would we need?
I can scroll up.
Yes, that'd be awesome, because I wanted to see one of our employees. It was, I think, the fourth one. Probably if you go more down.
VR specialist?
VR specialist, yes, because this is the main, his main, this is our main guy, basically, because it's hard to find a VR specialist.
That's girl Martina, but still.
Yes, Martina is visionary but stubborn. This is most of the time the case, because it's hard to find a Unity developer to start with that, and we need to really appreciate this girl. So frustrated, doesn't trust my input, just don't trust my input, and I don't trust their tech limitations keep forcing me to compromise on vision. So we can solve one of her issues by for instance, connecting our VR with a PC, which would not limit her vision anymore, or she wouldn't have any tech limitations anymore. But if you do it right. Okay, can we go a little bit further up then?
Yeah.
But frustrated. No solid research. Okay, so he had this issue that we wasn't using research. Biggest issue was guessing what users wants. Not okay. Everybody has issues with the research. Can we go further up? I don't know the long-term vision, but I'm building a game engine or a design tool. Okay, this also is the short-term, long-term goal, which would address this issue. Further, the VR specialist keeps asking for things that don't make sense. Technically, we argue a lot. Okay, so these two people have probably an issue, which I don't know.
Yeah, they have a conflict.
Yeah, they have a conflict. They have a conflict, which we could solve in probably by probably, I don't know. I would like to sit them together, but
sounds really good.
Yeah.
Let's sit them together.
Yeah, and have an open. Have an open discussion.
Find some sort of collaborative solution.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay, I think this would be it for the first step.
Yeah, sounds really good. Yep. Sounds really good. Okay, so now I need to add my magic, because this game doesn't really work without prompts. It just deviates so much from the original idea that I have to bring it back on track every time.
Okay. Okay.
So it's just technical. It's nothing to do with what you've just said.
Totally understand.
Okay, so 1 month
later, project status update. Actions taken last month. Establish a clear project hierarchy. Tasks are now divided clearly among team members. Daily task tracking introduced to keep everyone aligned. Keep retrospectives and added to discuss problem openly. Set clear short-term and mid-term goals. Short-term, 1 month. Stabilize the VR prototype and gather real user feedback. Okay, great. Mid-term, 3 months. Define a market-driven feature set and prepare for a demo. Market research now has a defined role, tasked with identifying key user personas based on deeper research. Started organizing one-on-one interviews with architects and potential customers. Conflict resolution between Lucas and Martina. Mediated their discussion. Both agreed to have joint weekly reviews to align. Lucas will document constraints properly, and Martina will adapt feature requests based on the computer ideas of how human interactions work. Is great. Wish this would be the case.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say exactly. That's spot on. So basically, ChatGPT is designed to please, unfortunately.
Yes.
And
yes.
I was trying to tell him not to do that specifically. I wanted him to do some stuff that is not aligned with what you're saying, you know. But he's so stubborn. It's so difficult right now.
It is. Yeah, it is. It will look the glass always half full.
Yes.
So optimistic about cases.
Yeah. So I'm struggling with that, but maybe in some future versions I will be able to tackle this problem.
It's really interesting. Tension reduced, but not fully resolved yet. Okay, that's it. So maybe it left a little bit of playroom there. Current project performance metrics: CPI, cost performance index, 0.95, slightly under the budget. Efficiency, yes. SPI, scheduled performance index, still behind schedule but improving. Team morale, moderate. Structured work helped, but some frustrations remain. Major wins: more structured work, fewer last-minute rewrites. Okay, VR stability improved. Crash is down by 40%. That's awesome. Real user feedback is finally happening. Okay, that's awesome. Ongoing challenges: still behind schedule. Progress is steady but slow. Okay. Some developers feel Micromanaged. That's always the case, especially in such smaller teams with daily tasks. VR performance issues still persist on weaker hardware. Okay. So now we definitely need to do some enhancement.
No, you
Emergency
have some sort of
incident.
unplanned thing.
Wait. A war room called crisis. The VR rendering engine is breaking after an update. Symptom: user reports glitching objects, incorrect scaling, and severe frame drops. Root cause unknown. It the the devs suspect a recent lightning optimization broke something. That's also so often the case. War room meeting. Who's involved? Lucas, definitely. Martina, and me.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do?
Okay, so